Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. I'm on my way to go get something to eat. Guess what? I'm laughing because I actually didn't think this was gonna ever happen. I'm laughing because I met the new property manager and he brought the electrician today. So I met both of them at the same time. And he did the walkthrough, trying to figure out what things that I can remember that they went over when the inspector came months back. You know, they're supposed to be had all that fixed before the other people left. But anyway, I digress. But I'm trying to figure out what it was hitting for. And I was like, well, all the good old windows supposed to be changed out. Like all of them. All the windows are supposed to be replaced. But it's just the fact that every single set of windows in that place, with the exception of the bedroom that I tried to make into my own personal space where I can decompress and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I brought my other TV in there. I had all the stuff in there set up the week of my birthday. I had brought everything in there so I could set it up. But not long after that, after I celebrated my birthday, because I said I'm not doing nothing like that. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not lifting a finger until my birthday is over with. That's when the people sat up there and started running the gas generator, and it's still going on. But yeah, every single last one of the windows, with the exception of the room that I have taken over now, all the windows are trash. The worst room is the room that my ex and I slept in, which I kept telling him I didn't understand the reason. Like, to me, it didn't make sense for us to be in that room. It was obvious from the time that we walked in there that that was not the room for us. Now, we ended up moving like during the summertime, I guess, or early fall of the year that we did move in there. But the windows were already down. Like, they just keep sliding down. And obviously, that means that in the wintertime, you're going to really have some issues. And you don't know what to really expect in the summertime either. Like, for me, I'm from the country. I'm used to snakes. You know what I'm saying? And I have not seen a live snake since I left Montgomery, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you do know they can scale buildings and all of this. And trees are right outside the windows of every part of this building pretty much. So it's like, don't nobody have time for this? Y'all excuse my voice. I'm kind of losing it only because I've been sitting around like not talking. And so once I lay down, like I just kind of laid down on the couch and covered up. Like, y'all, I ain't got the fan on or nothing, and I'm over here bundled up. Told y'all I'm anemic. It's hot out here. It's supposed to be like 90 something today. I wouldn't be able to tell y'all what it really is because I've been in the house bundled up. But anyway, he came and he took pictures of the window in that room, and we never experienced this while we were living in that room, and I never experienced it after he left and I moved all the stuff out of there that he left behind. But there are tree limbs growing into the room because it's like 2 panes and there's like a gap in between. Where the place at? Wait a minute, am I at the right place? I think I just went the wrong way, thinking I know where I'm at. I completely forgot I gotta go up the street a little bit more. But anyway, but like there's a gap in between. And I'm just like, baby, don't nobody have time for this. And the limbs started growing and just, coming inside. Like, they are literally inside of the apartment. And when he came in the room, when I tell you I don't go in that room be dusty. That room be having spider webs galore, all of that. The window is down. Like the one of the windows, it's like this far down from the top. Like, it's open that much. And I'm like, well, I don't really care because I keep the door closed anyway because I don't go in there. I do have some things in that closet that I put in there long after he left. But yeah, you don't know how to drive. Let me go ahead and move for you before you hit my car, because don't none of y'all know how to drive. Anyway, sorry y'all, but it's true. So anyway, yeah, I had to make sure, y'all, these people really don't know how to drive around here. But that's a situation that was crazy, because it was the other window, the window that we used, that we had this portable AC unit that he wanted to buy. I was just like, whatever. So he ended up buying it, and it just ends up happening that was the window that it was coming out of. So I'm just like, child, I don't even care. He tried to pull it apart. Like, it was really thick. Like, it's the type of switches that if you gonna get whooped in Alabama, I don't even know what they call them tree limbs. It was them types of tree limbs, or it was very remnant of those particular tree limbs. So I was just like, oh no. But he didn't have no pruning shears on him or whatever, and he ain't had nothing on him. Like, they were very strong. He couldn't break them off. I'd actually been in there when the inspector came, and it didn't even grow that bad before, but I did cut it down. But yeah, I was like, I'm not doing it no more. I don't really care what happened. I don't care about this room. I don't fear that an animal is gonna pop out because they came through the window or whatever. So that wasn't really a main concern for me at all. But yeah, they're supposed to do the windows. And what's crazy yet again is that he's telling me, after he met me, that he has to send out an email blast to all of us to let us know that the inspector is supposed to be coming like in less than 30 days. And I'm looking at him like, now, sir, what are you talking about? You're doing the most. And he was like, I know it's a tight, kind of a tight squeeze to try to fit that in and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, but whatever. So he's going to have to try to figure out what days whoever they going to hire going to be able to do this, because they going to have to spend according to him, it's going to take a whole day per apartment for them to be able to knock out all the windows and replace all the windows. And he gonna have to figure out a day that's good for me where I'm already off, because I don't need you to disturb my peace. For you to do all this, that means I'm gonna be disturbed all day. If I was gonna have a slight bit of sleep, I'm not gonna get it now, because I have to entertain y'all with this foolishness. So yeah, y'all, it's a mess. Let me go inside. But I will be back, because I think I gotta go inside. Yeah, I'm gonna go around. Let me act like I got some sense. Let me not act ghetto like all these other people. I'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. But anyway, so but yeah, they're supposed to do all this before 30 days even commences. And I'm like, child, I don't know how they figure they're gonna do that. All right, cut off now, baby. What's going on? Child, I gotta wait for this to cut all the way. My bad. The radio cuts on, and I have to get my Bluetooth to connect. I gotta do it like it's an ignorant situation, but whatever. Anyway, excuse the interruption. But yeah, so he over here talking about he gonna have to send out an email blast to everybody, and I'm like, okay, alrighty. I'm glad you told me this, because I still got some stuff I gotta do. Child, tell me why he said that the inspector was over here showing him pictures of stuff that didn't even make sense. Like, you know how you have stuff stored in storage containers and stuff like that? We were told that as long as our storage containers and anything that we had, like, this stacked up, as long as it was stacked up out of the way of the outlets and the exits, that was fine. So this heifer sending him pictures of stuff, and he was just like, I don't even understand what she's talking about. He was like, just try to do your best with just having some of that stuff, somewhere else or whatever. And he was just like, I don't understand, because at my own house, because he's wealthy, even though he's not the owner. Like, the owner is like a millionaire, trillionaire or something. So I was told he goes around buying properties and whatever. But this guy, he does a lot of traveling. He makes a great amount of money doing what he does for this company and all of that. So he has a really nice home. But he said even at his house, They have stuff stacked in corners and stuff like. So he was just like, yeah, that's crazy. I don't even understand what she talking about right now. So anyway, we gonna see what happened, but she doing the most. It ain't even that deep. You need to worry about what you actually need to worry about. Them outlets work now. My outlet work, y'all. My dryer works. I actually dried 1 load of clothes today. I have at least like 2 or 3 more loads that I can wash and dry. I probably will wash and dry more either today or tomorrow just to get it all over with before the end of this weekend. But yeah, I was so excited because I was walking him through because he was like, well, you know why he doing that? Can you walk me through? Because he's never been in my apartment before. He's met pretty much everybody else except for me. So I'm walking him through and I'm hearing the little noise that my particular dryer makes. And I'm like, okay, either he is checking the other outlet to see, you know, if it's having the same issue, which wouldn't make sense because it's a completely different plug. You just use a regular plug for that one. Or my dryer is actually fixed. So whatever the issue was, y'all, this man straight up told me, he was like, yeah, it's fixed for now. And he had some little part that like went bad or burnt out or something, he said. But he said, to be honest, it's a situation that might need to get fixed again and switched out again within 6 months or at any given time. But if it happens, just to call him, the guy, the property manager, and tell them about it, and they just come out there and replace it again because it's just ridiculous. So just like I thought, when it comes to the other plugs, ain't nothing they can really do because it's an older building, the wiring is older, and I just have to do, like that man literally said everything I already was doing anyway, which was I have to use an extension cord to run into the living room or whatever when I want to, you know, keep my feet cold in the wintertime. I mean, keep my feet warm, excuse me, in the wintertime with my little heater. Because I will put, if I only plug that up in the living room, that's the only plug that's in the wall, directly into the wall or into a surge protector, that mug will still shut everything off. So he was like, yeah, it just can't, you know, accept too much. And he's just guessing that that's why, because it's an old building or whatever. I was just like, look here, I don't even really care at this point. I'm so excited that I get to dry my clothes instead of having to spend my money. Because I told him straight up, I said, I spend more money drying my clothes every month than what I pay on the entirety of my electricity bill per month. That ain't cool. I'm paying less than $30 a month. With the exception of the wintertime, when I don't care about what the bill gonna be, because if it's freezing cold, I'm gonna turn on the heat and keep it on all day if I'm at the house. I don't care about what the winter bill gonna be. But all throughout the year, when the temperatures are fine or hot or whatever, my bill be less than $30. And the only reason why I'm saying less than $30 now is because I used to be able to keep it under $20. But now they added $10 to my bill because my bill used to be $20, $22 at the most. Now it's what, $29, $28, $29? Yeah, my bill used to be between $15 to $20. And it was not because of no energy efficient helping type of a situation. Like I actually was able to get my ex on. My mama told me about it and she was like, well, see if he can do that. This was the ex, y'all, that was from Huntsville and all that. Yeah, you need to speed up and go on, baby, because I ain't got time. Yeah. So yeah. So I was just like, okay. Yeah, I'm not even using no kind of energy, you know, saving thing. Like I didn't apply for no energy assistance. I didn't do none of that. This is literally what my real bill is. A lot of other people complain about their bill and all that. I ain't got no complaints because I don't use that much electricity. Like, I charged my phone when I did have the computer on. I had it where it was in, you know, y'all, I can't see. It's just a deep curve. Y'all just don't be understanding. Anything could have been. Somebody could have stalled for all you know in this deep curve. But yeah, I don't really, you know, use electricity like that. Even if I'm at the house, like when I'm off, like when I was off for that week for my birthday, I had the TV on. When I'm not using it, I turned it off. Sometimes I left it on. It still wasn't a lot of power that I was using. So, you know, for me, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, no matter what I'm doing, I still don't use that much power. And then I don't play that about energy saving light bulbs. I'm gonna put in energy saving light bulbs. So almost all the lights that I use have energy saving light bulbs in it. And if they don't, it's usually in an area where I don't even have a light on like that, or I go in there and it's already daytime where I ain't even got food with the light. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, I don't trust you. At all. At all, honey. You might well go and come on out. But since you don't want to leave, I'll go. Anyway, so, but yeah. Oh, is that my friend? I'm gonna have to text that heifer and ask her, was that just her? Because I owe her $20. She did something for me, and I kept telling her no, but I got the money for her. I think she think I'm trying to get over on her, but I'm definitely not. I am not one of those. I'm gonna see if that was that heifer. Cause I ain't gonna see her. I'm not going back. I'm not gonna see her until next Wednesday morning. And I don't want her to think I'm just over here avoiding her. Cause I don't even be talking. We don't text like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really going on like that. So I don't even be talking like that to her. Even we still cool. Like, I think that's one of the, like, stuff like this, situations like this would make her sister think, okay, so are you sure y'all cool? Cause y'all ain't talking. I ain't got nothing to talk about. Like, if I don't have nothing to talk about, I don't reach out. But she'll reach out to me and send me reels. I'll send her reels and memes and all that stuff. And especially when this Montgomery Brawl and all that stuff went down, she was one of the first people that sent me something. Anyway, y'all, but yeah, I'm just happy that the dryer has been fixed. Well, the outlet has been fixed. And I should have asked. I was so excited I didn't even think to ask him. I was gonna ask him if he would consider looking at my washing machine so that he can balance it. When my ex was here, he would put so many clothes in it that it started getting off balance. And even though I changed out the rods, or what, I don't even know the proper name, what you call them, I put those in properly. It's a situation that people can't even do. There are men right now who can't even do what I did as far as what I've already done. But anyway, I already did those. But I don't know if it's because of the brand that I have. It might not be something that I can fix, or it can be fixed. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the next time I upgrade, whenever I do upgrade, I'm just gonna get one with a regular agitator, because this is one that doesn't have an agitator. And it seems as though since I went that route, that's the situation where you get a UR or a UB error code. If you know what I'm talking about, you already know what it's hidden for. But I mean, I've been able to use it in a way where it's not knocking and stopping and all that, but I should be able to use it at any speed I want to without having to worry about it getting off balance. So I digress. But I might ask that man if he'd be willing to come and or tell me what I'm supposed to do in order to fix that, or what he would charge me to fix it. Because if it's $200 or less, I might let him do it. I mean, my daddy ain't here, so I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do, and they love to charge my eyeballs out around here in Virginia. So anyway, but yeah, I'm very happy about that situation. I am off. I have been thoroughly enjoying being off, even though today is my second full day off. Should I say it? Yeah, let me go ahead and tell y'all, because I'm going to tell y'all anyway. So, there are people who've been reaching out to me. And this one dude in particular was reaching out. And he's been very, very consistent. He's been very sweet. But he don't live nowhere near me. So, and he knows I'm, really only looking for friendship. I talk to you from time to time or whatever. But he has reached out and we talk all the time. I normally don't get nobody my phone number, like, at all. My spidey senses be like, nah, bro, don't even do that. But I done gave him my number. He's been very, 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 very respectful. He ain't been trying me. Like, it's been really nice. So, we actually follow each other on social media, which is another thing. And I'm just like, man, I might end up regretting this. I normally don't do all that. But I've done that. He seems cool. And we've had, like, little conversations here and there. I told him a couple of things that I knew would probably ruffle his feathers. I didn't know to the degree that it would have ruffled his feathers. But at the same time, in my mind, I'm just like, look, if it's going to be a problem like that, you already know that means we ain't finna be together anyway. So, I mean, I'm good. Like, you ain't hurting my feelings. I'm good where I'm at. Dang it. I'm going to go do that in the morning. I keep meaning to throw this stuff away. So if I don't do it, I gotta do it in the morning, because I don't want nothing to start acting crazy in my car. Because I brought it out with the intention of throwing it in the trash. I do it in the morning when I go out to go get some fruit, child. But anyway, so I mean, he's been real cool, real nice, or whatever. Has he texted me since I left out? No, not yet. But we've been texting all day. Probably done took another nap. He's actually off today. The way his hours work, he worked 12-hour shifts and stuff too, but his are rotating, so it's kind of like I was actually shocked he was off. So yeah, please get on by. Why are you right here? You're doing the most. You're doing the most. So anyway, y'all. But yeah, I'll let y'all know how that go. But I don't know. He seems very, very nice. But y'all know how I feel. It's just gonna be a miracle if something pop off. I don't know. Anything else? I just finished watching. Well, wait a minute. I lied. Was about to lie. I got like maybe 75% of the way left to go on the Netflix series that came out on, was it today? Or yesterday? What's today? Is today Friday? What is today's date? Yeah, yesterday. It came out yesterday. I started it yesterday, but I stopped because I was talking to him a whole lot. But anyway, Painkiller. And I try to tell people stuff like this all the time. They'll never want to believe me. And I'm just like, child, that ain't even the half of it. But it's been really, really good. And I'm almost done with it. By the time I'm done eating and all that, I'm going to be almost done. I'm going to try to find some other stuff to watch. This is my time to shine. I ain't even watched, I was about to say Girlfriends. I haven't even watched Sisters. So we going to see what that's about. I promise you, people have been posting they recap reviews. I wouldn't even know. I ain't been watching nobody's recap reviews, but because it pops up and says, I'm like, oh, that was something I forgot to do. So yeah, y'all. But anyway, let me get out of here, go eat this food, and try to enjoy my time off. But yeah, like I said, I will keep y'all updated on what's going on. I actually was gonna do a little dance, but it wasn't gonna be your typical dance. It was gonna, be something to kind of possibly make you laugh. So I don't know if I'm gonna still be up to doing it or not, but I don't know. Y'all, guess what I did today? I took a chance, and it was a crazy chance, but I took it and I survived. So I went and got something to eat because I've been craving it and I hadn't had it in so long, and I was just like, but I'm allergic. So I ended up getting something that had shrimp in it, right? And I was like, either it's gonna start breaking me out immediately, I'm gonna break out into hives immediately, or it's gonna be something that, I've had it out of my system long enough to where it's like, all right, we didn't, recalibrated you, heifer, you all right now. And I guess that's what it was. It's not something I'm gonna eat all the time, because I'm trying to be, between alkaline and fruitarian when I am doing right. But y'all, I'm really in my feelings about this lymphedema stuff. I promise y'all, I'm trying not to be in my feelings because I have been doing so well, y'all. I have been doing so good. And I got really deep in my feelings, and so I was like, ugh. So I went and got that. So yeah, y'all. But I'll let y'all know what's going on. Hopefully I will find a big, nice seeded watermelon tomorrow. I kind of want to get 2 or 3 because luckily they allowed my 5% boost to reboot again, because it was going to end this morning, and so it ran out, but then it restarted and I have 7 days to use it. So I'm going to hopefully be able to go ahead and get out of here early in the morning. I need to call one place that open at 6 to see if they have any in stock, so that I ain't, gotta hope and pray that the only ones that might be left are the 2 that I saw in the store that I went and saw today. Everybody been setting it off on the seeded watermelons. Everybody been peeping game now, because over the last few years, if I wanted a seeded watermelon, every time I went, wasn't nobody really getting them but me and maybe like 1 or 2 other people, because I was able to load up at like one place. So yeah, they've been getting emptied out faster than the other ones, than the GMO sterile ones, which are, the ones that don't have seeds in them. So I need that H302 in my life. I need that. I need to get my life back on track. I really do. I'm just glad that I didn't break out, because that could have been deadly for me. Like that's real. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I had my alkaline tea that's for allergic reactions and stuff on standby. I took all that out the cabinet. I had it right there just in case. I was gonna need it. And I didn't need it. I didn't get itchy. Like, none of that happened. Because the first time it happened, I was getting itchy. And I felt like I kept getting bug bites. And I was just like, what's biting me? And I get bit all throughout the year. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm getting bit. But I was having an allergic reaction. And it just started to worsen. So, yeah. But yeah, y'all. I don't know. But I'll keep y'all updated. I feel like I'm leaving something out. But if I am, I'll just come back another day and tell y'all about it. Okay? I hope that y'all have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all later on. Bye.